Welcome back to the Double RT Boxing Show. I'm your host, Mr. A. Thank you for that time and support as always. Hope you're entertained. New viewers, hope you become new subscribers. Help me out. The year is almost over. Let's try and get it to 600. We're like 580 something. If you could kindly become a new subscriber, get it up to 600 going into the new year, I will appreciate that. And so will the rest of the audience here. Now we're talking a super featherweight championship, the WBO Masayuki Ito taking on the challenger of Evgeny Chuprakov. Now this is a well. Before we get into the breakdown and the prediction, for me in the states, I will be able to watch it on ESPN Plus at 5 a.m. Gotta love boxing worldwide. The only sport that does not have a cutoff, you know, I believe soccer has a little, hey, here's a season. Basketball, we definitely know. Football, baseball. Does cricket have a season? I don't know what it is, but boxing ain't no season, man. Go, go, go time. And right now, the year is almost over. We're in the championship rounds of 2018, and we're talking this fight. Now, these guys are very similar on paper. Their records. The challenger, EVG, comes in at 20-10. I mean 20. I mean 20. He's 20-0 with 10 knockouts. While the champion Ito is 24-1-1 with 12 knockouts. So you got like about 50 for the challenger, about a 40 something, about a high 47 for the champion. So these guys, they don't got knockout power, but they got pop. You know, if you just walk your dumb ass right into a fist of these guys, you probably go down. I don't see you getting knocked out unless it's just right on that sweet spot. But they got power to put you down for some points, but I don't think it's gonna knock you out power. Now that being said, they're both orthodox. The challenger is coming in at 28. Koparov is coming in at 28. He's 5'5". The champion is 5'8" and a half. So the champion has a 3.5-inch height advantage on him. He's the younger man at 27 by 1 year. Now, if you are one to believe like, hey, experience is something, uh, VG has how do you pronounce his last name? Kuprakov, Chuparov, 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 Chuprakov. That's right. He's coming in with 120 rounds of experience, and the Ito has like 170 rounds, something like that. So Ito has the more experience professionally. With that 3.5 height advantage, I believe he's gonna. I believe watching these guys fight, I believe he also has the reach advantage. Now, Ito just recently won the belt, defeating Christopher Diaz. Now, Kuprokov, this is his. To me, from what I watched him and what I saw him fight, researching him, Ito's gonna be his stiffest competition. He hasn't fought no one like Ito, and Ito, I think Christopher Diaz is a tougher matchup than Evgeny Kuprov. Now, Kuprov, for him to come, well, we're gonna compare these guys. The footwork. I say Ito has a better feel for the ring. He takes the proper steps. He doesn't square himself up. Like I said, I'm giving the feet work and leg work to Ito. I think he's a better off. I think he's more planted. His feet are more planted underneath himself. While Kuparov, he has a tendency. He'd throw punches and he'd throw himself off balance and he'd square himself up. His footwork is not the best to me. He follows you around. Like I said, he follows you around, squaring himself up, gives you a big old target to hit. Ito the champion for the footwork and the legs. For as defense, Ito's gonna play the distance. He's gonna have a high guard. He's gonna work behind the jab. He might get caught with some points because he likes to do that stiff arm to keep you out there. So that's one thing to watch Ito. He's famous for doing that stiff arm. It's getting known, and they're starting to watch him for it. Kind of like Maruta. How he kind of holds you out there, then cracks you. That's kind of what Ito does. Maybe it's a Japanese thing, you know. They kind of get taught the stiff arm, you hold you in place and bow. It works. It works. You know, if you don't get caught, you don't get caught. It's only a penalty if the ref calls it. Now, like I said, defensively, Ito's gonna play the gap game. He's gonna work behind his jab, high guard, and slowly taking the steps left to right. While uh, Cooper Kuprakov, his defense, I'm not too sure about this guy, man. High guard and just swings himself in. I don't see much defense. You know, just a high guard. You know, a little counter punching, but offensively, I give it all to Ito, man. I think he has a better jab, a better weapon selection. I think he throws the hook to the head, the hook to the body, punch variation is all Ito. He goes up and down with the jab. To me, Evgeny throws wide shots. He throws like really wide shots, and I think the straight, narrow path of Ito's right hand is going to be landing. Like Evgeny, he walks you down, but he doesn't come behind the jab enough. He'll walk you down with these wide hooks. He gets inside of you, throw these wide shots. When he's throwing those wide shots, I think Ito's just going to be throwing with inside of him. Body shots, head shots, straight down the middle jabs. You know, that hard-ass right hand. The right hand that dropped Diaz is going to, I think, is going to be right there on Evgeny. I'm going to go with the champion on this one. You know, like I said, I believe this is a how do you pronounce that name again? Evgeny. What is his name? Evgeny. Crazy ass name. Evgeny Chuprakov. His punches, Chuparov. His punches are too wide for me. I don't like how he doesn't come in behind the jab. Like I said, I'm going with Ito to just pick him apart coming in, work behind the jab, constantly moving him, constantly taking steps around, resetting his feet. Like I said, Chuparov squares himself up. He squares himself up. So with Ito constantly doing the proper moving, I think he's going to square Chuparov's feet up, pick him off down the middle with the jab. Kind of like Tony Harrison did Jamel Charlo. Kind of move around, let him come in, bow, hit him with the jab. And to me, if Ito I think Ito should go forward. If Ito goes forward, I don't see Chuparov throwing tight enough punches or strong enough jabs to stop him. I think Ito should just come forward with the pressure and just out. I think he has the faster hands. I think he's gonna win this. I don't know by a knockout, but I can see him knocking him down. But I definitely got Ito winning this fight by unanimous decision. I am your host, Mr.A. Again, I'm asking for the help. If you're a new viewer, please become a new subscriber. Let's get it to 600. Go into the new year. Let's handle these championships rounds of 2018. Let's knock them out. Thank you.